If all you do is fight for your own life, then your life is worth nothing. They need you, Ezra. They need you right now.
It's too late for them, Hera. We should run now while...
You don't mean that.
I do, I swear I do. Which is why I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can.
Ezra had lived his whole life for himself, never thinking about anyone else, since very few even thought about him. He hated the Empire because they took his parents, but he hadn't done anything except steal some fruit from them. This quote made him do things he never thought he would do. It made him a rebel. Hera Syndulla taught Ezra this lesson that will shape his entire journey. This moment marks the beginning of Ezra's transformation from a lone survivor in a Lothrat into a true hero, and of course, a Jedi. Everything he did from this point on can be traced back to these words. When he speaks out against the Empire, and to when he sacrifices himself for his home, his friends, and his family. But like I said, Ezra wasn't alone. He had a family, Kanan, a secret Jedi that was a wise mentor, Hera Syndulla, the elite pilot and a fearless leader, Sabine Wren, a Mandalorian that also has an artsy side, and Garazeb Aurelios, or Zeb, the Lasat, their muscle, but with even a bigger heart. And last but not least, Chopper, the crazy droid that everyone has a love-hate relationship with. They're known as the Ghost Crew. Let's show you how this crew met Ezra Bridger. So let's go back to the beginning. So while scavenging on Lothal, Ezra's home planet, Ezra saw something suspicious happening and decided to take an interest, you could say, by stealing some of the supplies from the Ghost Crew, so he could sell it for food. But it turns out it was not very easy, and after being chased by Kanan and almost getting blasted by a TIE fighter, he makes this crazy jump into the Ghost, surprising Kanan, who seems to feel some connection with this young man. So after they sell this cargo that they got, they go to save some Wookiees from the Empire, but it turns out it's a trap. That's when this moment happens, and Ezra decides to help, ending up getting captured and left behind. But they end up going back for him and put him back on Lothal. Before he leaves, Kanan asks him a very crucial question: if he would want to be trained to become a Jedi and join the Ghost Crew. He said yes, and the rest is history, or the Rebels' story. So as Kanan tries to teach Ezra, there are definitely some bumps, because Kanan's own training was very limited, and even at this time, he wasn't fully opened up to the Force. So when he tries to teach Ezra, it doesn't start very well. I mean, when it eventually starts, because it takes them a while to actually have the first lesson.
Do or do not. There is no try.
What does that even mean? How can I do something if I don't try to do it?
Well, see... Actually, that one always confused me too, but Master Yoda sure used to say it a lot.
This episode, they go to find the Jedi Master Luminara Unduli, but it turns out to be a trap by the Grand Inquisitor, whose whole job is to kill Jedi. He used the dead body of Luminara Unduli to draw Jedi in, which Kanan and Ezra fell for. So as they run from this Jedi killer, he talks to Ezra about joining the dark side, because his master is weak, but Ezra declines. So then they escape barely, and when they return home, Kanan wants to apologize to Ezra. Ezra thought that Kanan didn't want him, like he was unwanted by this family, unloved. But Kanan doesn't feel this way, and says,
If all I do is try, that means I don't truly believe I can succeed. So from now on, I will teach you. Look, I may fail, you may fail, but there is no try.
I understand, Master.
Let's see if you do.
This scene is absolutely incredible and actually shows what the quote, "do or do not, there is no try" means. Showing it in action, with a story of a master and apprentice learning to trust themselves and each other. As Ezra and the crew grow, they decide that they need to send a message to the galaxy, telling everyone to rise up against the Empire. But as they do, Kanan sacrifices himself for the rest of the crew's survival.
See what the Empire has done to your lives, your families, and your freedom? It's only gonna get worse. Unless we stand up and fight back. It won't be easy. There'll be loss and sacrifice, but we can't back down just because we're afraid. That's when we need to stand the tallest. That's what my parents taught me. That's what my new family helped me remember. Stand up together. Because that's when we're strongest. As one.
After this, they go after Kanan to free him from the Grand Inquisitor. As the Ghost Crew goes in to save him, they do, but the Grand Inquisitor finds them and attack Ezra and Kanan. But the Grand Inquisitor knocks Ezra off the bridge, which compels Kanan to do what he needs to do and calms and focuses his mind.
That was a mistake.
Why? Because you have no one left to die for you.
No, because I have nothing left to fear.
As he defeats the Grand Inquisitor, he gives him a chance to live, but the Grand Inquisitor says,
There are some things far more frightening than death.
Then Ezra gets up and goes to Kanan. They exchange some words of relief and then leave. But when they do, a multitude of TIE fighters are on their tail, as out of the blue, multiple rebel ships come out of hyperspace to the rescue and save them from the Empire. As Ahsoka Tano is on the ship and tells the rebels that the people heard Ezra's message, something stirs with the Empire. A new enemy. But not just a new Sith. The Lord of the Sith. Darth Vader.
It's just, there's so much against us. Do you ever wonder?
If this fight is even worth it? Every day. But I'm still here.
But you're a princess. You don't have to risk your life doing this.
I feel like because I can fight, I have to, for those who cannot. And I think you might be the same way.
This is exactly what Ezra needed to hear, as he is learning why people fight, why he fights, why his parents fought the Empire. For now, he is dealing with their loss. This brought him resolve, knowing that what he was doing was the right thing and what his parents wanted him to do.
Was it wrong for the Jedi to fight? Is it wrong for me to protect my friends?
Wrong.
Master Yoda, how are we supposed to win if we don't fight back?
Win? Win. How did I choose to win? The question is.
We already chose. We're going to fight.
Ezra's goal was to defeat the Sith. That's what he wanted. He wanted to defeat the Empire and save Lothal. He wanted all of these things, but the only way he saw to do this is by fighting, by battle, by war. He wanted to ask Yoda how to defeat them, but Yoda wanted to show him more. So he sent him to Malachor. Ahsoka and Kanan went with him. He sent him there so that he would learn that rage, the anger, and that whoever is aggressive and waiting to kill is no Jedi. That is the path to the dark side. You will lose the fight, yourself, and in the end, you will lose everything. All you once fought for. When Ezra made it to Malachor, he was left behind again and met a strange old man that said he was a Force wielder.
Then you're a Sith.
The Sith. The Sith took everything from me. Ripped me from my mother's arms, murdered my brother, used me as a weapon, and then cast me aside. Abandoned me. Once I had power, No, I have nothing. Nothing.
Ezra felt compassion for this man and understood him because Ezra felt the same anger and wanted revenge as well. So, this old man brought him to the tower, and they opened it using the dark side of the Force. And then they took the holocron, the Sith holocron, from within. As they return, they find Kanan and Ahsoka fighting the Inquisitors, which they help. Then they make their own way to the top of the temple. But before they get there, Maul betrayed Kanan and Ahsoka, slicing Kanan's eyes, making him blind. As Kanan defeats Maul minutes later, but Maul survives. So then Ezra puts the holocron inside of the building, and it starts to move. And Ezra finds out this is a weapon. And as he does, he sees someone coming down from the sky. It's Darth Vader. And right before he's about to be killed, Ahsoka saves him.
It was foretold that you would be here. Our long-awaited meeting has come at last.
I'm glad I gave you something to look forward to.
We need not be adversaries. The Emperor will show you mercy if you tell me where the remaining Jedi can be found.
There are no Jedi. You and your Inquisitors have seen to that.
Perhaps this child will confess what you will not.
I was beginning to believe I knew who you were behind that mask, but it's impossible. My master could never be as vile as you.
Anakin Skywalker was weak. I destroyed him.
Then I will avenge his death.
Revenge is not the Jedi way.
I am no Jedi.
As they fight, Kanan makes it to the top, and they remove the holocron. But the temple starts to collapse. And Vader force pushes Ahsoka off the temple as he goes back to kill Ezra and Kanan and take the holocron for himself. Vader tries to pull it away from Ezra and Kanan, but Ahsoka again saves them.
Ahsoka.
Anakin, I won't leave you. Not this time.
Then you will die.
They leave with the holocron in hand, but they were broken because they had lost a friend. She sacrificed her life for theirs, pushing them away from the temple as it closed. At the beginning of Season 3, Ezra makes a new lightsaber, but is acting strange. He seems powerful, but arrogant, angry, and easily agitated. And Kanan finds out he's using the Sith holocron and is learning from it to make him strong, saying he doesn't need Kanan. So Kanan takes the holocron away from Ezra and goes into the wilderness, where he is called by a strange voice.
You carry conflict with you, Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight?
It's this.
Ah, interesting.
Careful, it's dangerous.
How so?
It's a Sith holocron, a source of evil. My student's been using it, and I'm afraid it's changing him.
An object cannot make you good or evil. The temptation of power, forbidden knowledge, even the desire to do good can lead some down that path. But only you can change yourself.
Then, Bendu broke his marker, which was the only reason the spiders didn't attack, or so he thought, and sent him into them to show Kanan how to see if he is willing, and that they are not violent creatures.
No, it's not Ezra. Or the spiders. It's me. Fear, grief, anger. That's how they see me. That's how I see myself.
Ah, your sight returns.
I distanced myself from everyone. From the Force, too.
Your connection to the Force allows you to see in ways others cannot. If you can see yourself, you will never be truly blind. Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
Then, Maul comes looking for the holocrons and captures the Ghost Crew besides Kanan and Ezra, so Maul can put the holocrons together to see what he wanted to see. and have perfect vision into the future. So they go back to the Bendu and ask for the holocron, but he had put it in the spider's cave. So Kanan told Ezra about the spiders, that they are not violent. So he took Ezra's weapon and helped him through the cave, and here in these caves, Ezra and Kanan's bond grew exponentially. Then after they give Maul the holocron, he finds what he is looking for, a sane planet with twin suns.
Lost. I am lost. And yet I can feel his presence so close, so close. I can see him in my mind's eye. Kenobi.
Ezra goes to Tatooine to find Obi-Wan for himself, so they can destroy the Sith together. But when he arrives, he went into the sandy desert, but found no one, and fainted. But when he woke up, there he saw Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You don't understand. You're the answer. The holocrons told me. They said you would be the one to help us destroy the Sith.
That's the first I've heard of it.
The rebellion needs you. We need you to defeat the Empire.
What you need, you already have. Unfortunately, you seem to be letting it all go.
Then, they were getting ready to go liberate Lothal. The Empire came out of hyperspace and began bombarding the rebels as they try to figure out what to do. Kanan leaves to go talk to a friend.
Do you think it chance this world was so difficult for you to find? Huh?
No, but maybe we were meant to find it, and meant to find you.
For what purpose? I was here long before you, and will be long after. I am the Bendu, the one...
In the middle, so you keep saying. Look, I tried to live that way once, told myself the galaxy would go on with or without me. But when I saw innocents harmed and knew I had the power to do something about it, I couldn't just watch it all burn down around me. Some things are worth fighting for.
This is Kanan revealing more of his past and pleading for help for the people he cares for the innocent people that Bendu should care for. But he doesn't want to because he wants peace, but realizes to bring peace, he must fight. And in the end, the rebels escape Thrawn and Bendu helps them, but he also attacks them. They still made it out safe. And they sent a squad to go help the Ghost Crew on the Thaw, but it went terribly wrong, and Hera was captured. But something had changed with Kanan. He seemed sure, like he was communing deep with the Force. He cut his hair and shaved his beard as he went to go save Hera. And when he got there, Hera had been dosed with truth serum and was very tired and weak, so Kanan held her and brought her away.
Kanan! I know what to say now. I love you.
Must be the truth serum talking.
No. It's me. All me.
Hera and Kanan finally show the love and affection they deserved. But Kanan was still blind and wished he could see her. But little did she know, Kanan was going to do something that would change their lives forever. after Kanan's sacrifice, after his death, the Ghost Crew was falling apart. Zeb and Sabine just wanted revenge. Hera was mourning, and Ezra had seen something. He had a vision of sorts. After being lost on Lothal, he was helped by the wolves and a wolf named Doom, which was Kanan's real name, Caleb Doom. Then Ezra seemed to change. He seemed to be confident. He seemed to begin to see clearly. Because, again, he was about to do something that would change everything. Now, they were ready to liberate Lothal fully for the first time. They made a team of a bunch of friends and others that have helped them along the way. They wanted the Empire to leave as well, or they just really liked Ezra. So they took over the Empire's base. But some mishaps happened because of the assassin and bodyguard known as Roch. He stole a ship and turned off the engines of the Empire's base. But Ezra had planned for something like this to happen. So the leader of the Iron Squadron, Mart Matin, went to go get some help. So Ezra gives himself to the Imperials and to Thrawn to save the people of Lothal, and is shown his family by Emperor Palpatine.
Mom? Dad? You'll always be a part of me. I have to let you go.
No!
We love you, Ezra.
And as the rest of the crew finally take care of the stormtroopers and Rohok and gain control of the shields and save the people of Lothal. Grigor dies trying to save them, and him and Rex have a moment.
It was an honor to serve with you, Rex. It was an honor to fight with you for something that we chose to believe in. We did it, Gregor. We did it.
But Ezra makes it to the bridge of Thrawn's ship and points a gun at Thrawn's back, telling him he had lost when the Purgles arrive with Mark. But stormtroopers came from Ezra's behind and Thrawn shoots his arm, injuring him. But he is still strong enough to use the Force when Thrawn began the door where the stormtroopers are. As the Purgle began entangling the Star Destroyer and beginning to glow, Sabine says,
When they glow like that,
they're about to jump into hyperspace! Ezra, get out of there right now! That's an order!
Hera, I have to see this through to the end.
Ezra, please! Get out of there!
I can't do that. It's up to all of you now. And remember, the Force will be with you, always.
This show is not a kid's show, as most people call it. This show is, in my opinion, Star Wars at its finest. Yes, it has some kiddie elements. Yes, it has some other things that aren't for adults, maybe. But this show is elite. The storytelling, the grit, even, and the emotions are next level. Ahsoka and Vader in Season 2, and Ezra and Kanan throughout the whole thing. And I didn't talk about a lot of the things that happen in Rebels. Zeb has multiple things in arcs he goes through. Sabine has almost a whole season of Season 3 that's about her. So if you enjoyed this, consider go watching that. If you don't want to go watch that right now, consider watching another one of my videos. You can watch this one. It's a banger. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day. Peace.